Hey everyone, Calypso here. All of you Legacy of Kain fans can finally rejoice. After 25 years, Blood Omen, the first in the series of Legacy of Kain, is finally on GOG.com. I understand this video might be a little bit late to some of you. I should have posted this the day it was finished rather than the month it was now old news. By the magical black magic of CD Projekt Red of all people, or even Night Dive Studios maybe, they've managed to bring it back from the floating rights limbo that Blood Omen was previously in as part of Activision, Square Enix, Crystal Dynamics, and the now defunct Silicon Knights. I don't know how they did it, but they did it, and it is finally available for purchase after 25 years. Also, this year is the 25th anniversary of Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen, of Blood Omen 1, and Raina Audrin, as well as the people at Lost Worlds and the Legacy of Kain wiki have got together to do a roundabout of the Blood Omen beta and the Soul Reaver 2 beta, as it is Soul Reaver 2's 20th anniversary this year as well. Jeez Louise, we are getting up there, guys. Some of you might be wondering why this is actually a good thing. Not only does it properly give credit to Silicon Knights and Dennis Dyack, who developed it after all, after years of debate and the legal issues with Activision, Crystal Dynamics, etc., it's always Crystal Dynamics and Amy Hennig who end up with the credit for developing Blood Omen somehow, even though it clearly states this Kain, the Legacy of Kain, and Blood Omen and Nosgoth were in fact a creation and invention of Silicon Knights on the starting screen of Blood Omen. Even so much so that this original listing on GOG.com had Crystal Dynamics listed as the developers. That's thankfully been changed to Silicon Knights. What this really means, though, is that you can now legally purchase Blood Omen for dirt cheap. Like literally cheap. It's $6 or $7 or something. As cheap as that is, and I'm sure when it goes on sale it'll be like $2, much like Soul Reaver is on sale for that. So this basically means that you won't have to wrangle through the mischievous means of setting up some abandonware stuff, because Blood Omen has been abandonware for quite some time. This just means that you can buy it now legally and not have to worry about that. Blood Omen does come with full controller support and full crispy resolutions. You can set it to 1920 by 1080, of course, 4K, even if that's your thing to go for, and it runs flawlessly. It runs really smoothly. The only negatives of this is that it is the original The only negatives of this is that it is the original PC release of Blood Omen, just set up to work on modern systems like a lot of GOG games are. So there is some tackling to do with getting this game to look a little bit better and run a little bit better. It does run at an abysmal 42 frames per second if FPS is really your thing. Personally, I don't mind the chunky, choppy frame rates. I'm used to that kind of stuff, especially growing up with this game and playing it back in the day. 42 frames per second isn't that bad when you think about it, especially going back from a game that's 25 years old. There is a fan patch that will upscale the resolutions a little bit more, make the pixels look a little bit crisper, fix the lighting even a little bit with a wrapper, and it gets it to run at a smooth 60 frames per second. There's even a Nexus for Blood Omen now that upscales all the movies and CG cutscenes to 4K resolution, and it looks really damn good. In Blood Omen, you play Kain, a nobleman turned vampire. You are on a quest for vengeance, to unravel the mysteries and dark conspiracy at the heart of the kingdom or world of Nosgoth. Acquire new abilities, discover secrets, and explore a beautifully colorful dark fantasy world, one bite at a time. And with that, I am Calypso. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please hit that like button to feed the wheel of the algorithm that is YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe to this if you want to catch more of my ridiculousness. So I am Calypso, and I will see you guys in the next one. Ve Victis.